Hey there. So this is just a quick walkthrough. I'm going to start with the flower bed. So I have my ranunculus that I started in the early winter, I think late November. There's my helper. Behind that, I just planted some irises. So I'm excited for those. They're planted a little closely together, but I think they'll be fine, and I can always split them. They multiply as they go, so I can always split them up. The Calendula still looking pretty good. I just went through and deadheaded a lot because I'd kind of neglected it for a little bit. These never really amounted to anything. The dianthus has withstood temperatures as low as 28, as well as the calendula and the ranunculus. So that's exciting. There are a couple sweet pea. There's some there. What are you doing? Get out of there. Thank you. There's some sweet peas there. There's also some sweet peas in here with the broccoli that's kind of sheltered it. Broccoli has just pretty much gone to flower, so I'll be taking that out soon. Behind it, I do have my Tequila Sunrise snapdragons, which are hanging out, have done well with the temperatures. So has the, I can't remember how to pronounce this, but the Asian greens. So the plan is that these two beds, as well as where the calendula are going to be 3 beds dedicated to dahlias. And I should be getting my package of dahlia sometime in March. But I did transfer the cafe au lait dahlias to this back row here. The tubers held up fine over the winter. We didn't get anything devastatingly cold. And the really pretty cream color one actually had already split into 2. So that was a bonus. Carrots really never amounted to anything. That's the most of a carrot I've gotten. So that's kind of disappointing, but it's been a learning experience. I saw somebody wrote that they had to mix vermiculite in with their soil to get it loose enough to grow carrots. So that might be a consideration for next year. Those are freesias, and I think that's a weed. I do have to weed this area, but those are some freesias. They're kind of floppy. My baby bok choy and my other Asian greens are doing good, looking real good. So I plan to pick some of those out and probably share them. Same with the Chinese cabbage, which always just does pretty well here. Orange tree's good, hanging out. These are some nasturtiums I started by seed that I transplanted out. This is my lemon tree, which did lose leaves, but I'm getting a lot of new growth. So I did read that lemon trees can do that. And I do see a bud right here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. There's a bud. And then my lime tree has flowers on it, so that's exciting. It's another nasturtium. The other two kind of didn't fare very well, but we'll see what happens. I really need to pick my kumquats. These are ready, and I'm going to make marmalade. Need to pick those. Been slacking. These are a couple seed trays that I just put out here today to get some sun, some wind. Here are some dianthus, some snapdragons, eggplant. These are micro tomatoes. They're orange hat tomatoes from Baker Creek. And these are dahlias from seed. And then over here, I have a few different types of tomatoes, peppers that have not sprouted yet, but they will when the temperature goes up. Some more dianthus, and then in the back there, some cucamelons. And now we're going to be noisy. The mint's doing well. I cut back my milkweed, and it is resprouting, but I'm getting a bunch of aphids already. So I'm going to have to spray that. And this is what happens when you plant scallions from the grocery store and they do really well and you don't use them fast enough. I've pulled out some of my thyme was kind of dead, so I pulled that out. This still has some fresh thyme on it. Rosemary, of course, is doing well. And that's where we're at. Just a quick walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.